From a basic overview, the definition of this project is to revamp the Silicon Valley Children's Fund website. More specifically, the sponsor is seeking a more manageable, user-friendly content management system. The solution of replacing the current content management system will provide the client with the capability to load content with ease and give them the ability to customize the website. This will allow the client to save a great deal of time by not having to write HTML code every time a small change is needed. Ultimately, by providing a much stronger content management system, it allows the client to optimize their product to the public. To achieve a resolution, we knew right off the bat that the current CMS, Django, was not sufficient to the sponsor's requirements. Our resolution was to find an appropriate CMS that would allow the sponsor to have a fully customizable environment. That solution was WordPress. Not only did it fit the sponsor's requirements perfectly, but it's a free tool that has capabilities far beyond the sponsor's current needs. Triple constraints are an essential part to the success of a project. The triple constraints, scope, time, and budget, are combined as a determination of quality of the project. The scope of this project involved replacing the current content management system with a more wieldy system, manually migrating content, redesigning the user interface, and integration of Facebook. The project was projected to take 325 hours, which included the total hours of the 4 members combined. By the end of the project, the actual number of hours spent was 285 hours, seen in this graph. Although this project did not have an actual budget like any real-world project would, it is essential to account for the budget projections and actuals. If each member were equally paid at $50 per hour, the planned amount spent would be $16,250. The actual cost ended up being $14,250, under budget. As part of the analysis of this project, we had to kind of look into multiple content management systems that we could implement into the current website. Since the current Django system, which is more of a framework rather than a content management system, was not working out, we had to do extensive research on content management systems. So we came up with a list of 10 here that can be seen on these 2 pages. And in this table we have the advantages, the disadvantages, the difficulty of implementation on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being easy, 5 being difficult. The fit to the sponsor's requirements, 1 being not so much a fit, 5 being a great fit, and then cost. And ultimately we would select 3 of these that would move on to the next round, where we would ultimately select 1. So right off the bat, we actually just eliminated the ones that cost money, because Silicon Valley Children's Fund is a nonprofit organization. The paying money for this sort of thing is not in their budget, so we had to eliminate those. And then the next thing we looked at was how well the content management system fits the sponsor's requirements. So we have Wix.com, Django CMS, and we have WordPress. So these 3 fit their system the best. And then from those 3, we tried to figure out what would be the best option. Well, WordPress, it has a huge community, and it's really easy to use. It's really intuitive. And the difficulty of implementation is not too robust for us. And we saw that Django, the implementation was really difficult. And Wix.com, the implementation is really easy. But we're keeping this as a backup solution because it's not really designed for the long haul. It's sort of like a easy way out solution. So ultimately, WordPress was the solution that we selected to go with.
All right, so I'll be going over the Silicon Valley Children's Fund old website versus their new website. This is the Django site administration. Here you have the admin tool that contains the various articles that they can modify. Under flat pages, one would find the actual HTML templates, which they never touched. Articles contained all the content that was laid up within the actual templates down here in the flat pages. Much of the stuff they did not touch because it was out of their element. They didn't know too much code, so most of the changes that had to be made was done with the articles section. Moving on to the actual web page, here you have a very basic layout for their site. Here on this side of the page you have a video that was pretty important to them that they wanted to maintain as their as one of the screens on their homepage. The menu structure was very basic, which we kept, and which was also very important to them. So here we have the new improved WordPress dashboard. Here you will see that we have things elegantly placed for the admin to access. So here we have the blog posts. We've set up a section of the menu to be easily updatable through these posts that they can add, and it just continually adds the newest information on top of each other. They can easily upload any media into their own server. Most of the pages, the HTML pages, can be built through this section of the admin tool, and various other things like themes, widgets, menus, theme options are all controllable right here. Moving on to the actual new and improved website. Here we have pretty much the same layout, which is what our clients wanted. They really wanted the video, so we maintained that video right here. They wanted the donate buttons on the banners, which we maintained, and most importantly, they wanted to keep the structure, the overall structure of each of their menus. Overall, we as a team were very satisfied with the outcome of WordPress and what we were able to accomplish with the customization of the platform. It brought the exact features that they wanted, that our clients wanted, but it also included usability and accessibility for them to maintain themselves without having to have a professional.
In conclusion, we felt like we really delivered a strong solution that met the sponsor's requirements. We were really happy with this solution in the end of the day, and the sponsor was really happy with their new system that allowed them to customize and make everything easier for them when it comes to managing their website. I don't know, nigga.